Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G-Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. And yeah, there's Monsuno running all the way to my east, running all the way from southern Baja, Mexico, all the way up through Nevada, through Arizona and southern Nevada, and all the way just running rampant over there. Nothing here. This is what we got. Yeah. So that's what's going on here for today. But the weather app says that there's a chance every day for the next 8 or 9 days of getting rain here. So we'll see what happens with that. It'd be nice to get all my totes filled up and going strong. That would be great going into the latter part of the year here, and then get more rain through the winter and have plenty of water going into the springtime. That would be cool. All right. So yeah, I'm sure you guys enjoyed my What Is It Wednesday and Tell All Thursdays videos that I posted yesterday and the day before. And you learned about another tool. Pretty cool. So I've got to do some cleaning out in here because I'm going to be bringing out Bigfoot, the battery, and I need to set it up for power over in this area. So all this stuff will go. The hydraulic log splitter, which I never use. I should just sell that to somebody who does wood burning. But the blinds that are all messed up there, I guess I can get those into the next load of trash I put together and get that to the dump. Then I can take my rolling scaffold and you forgot to warn me not to look out the sun. And the glass shower doors there that don't need to be here. I think I'm going to end up using one of those as a protective cover over the electronics that are in here, just in case for any reason the roof leaks up here and comes down on top of the electronics. That wouldn't be good. And sneeze again. Excuse me. Whoa. Anyway, so I'm thinking about building a little set of shelves right here so I can put the inverter and the Bigfoot battery on that shelf. And I'm going to be using the Ames that I have, which is a split phase 240 volt inverter from 12 volt. And so is Bigfoot. Bigfoot's a 12 volt battery with 628 amp hours. So if I set that right in here, nice and down low, and then I can mount a circuit panel, a sub panel right on the wall right there. And I can change the wiring from this one, disconnect what's coming through that tube from the last section over there, and actually take that piece of conduit out of there, use a piece to go from here over to the sub panel, and with the new battery and inverter, from the new battery from Wattcycle and the inverter, I can put 240 volts out here in a sub panel. Okay, and then I can power my Harbor Freight shallow well pump, which just gives me pressure from my water tank. And that will be separate from my cabin. So, if I come in from the other side to power the GFCI over here, then I can come out of that box, out of the top, or out of the bottom, and run another conduit over through here, or maybe even use the same stuff, just cut it off right here and put another box in there, and I could take that strip out of there, and instead of the strip on there, I'll have another quad box here with 4 outlets, because that's all I use, 1, 2, 3, 4. The others very seldom ever use anything on that. And I'll have a nice little setup here where I can run everything that I need over here with power tools and the pump on its own separate circuit. So outside the door here, where the guest cabin was originally going to go, I'll set up a panel rack right there to put a couple of solar panels on that will charge this system, and I can come in through the wall right at the same place the water lines come through, and it right into the charge controller. So this is where my old 12-volt system is going to end up, is right here. Now I'm thinking that door doesn't open. That's a solid glass panel. So I could always mount a piece of plywood across the frame of it where I can mount my charge controller and that stuff right here close to everything. And then put a cover over the top of this just in case, like I said, there's ever a leak here. It doesn't come down on the electronics. Because you never know what happens out here. You know, you get earthquakes and ground shifting, things like that. You can get a crack and a leak in the roof with no problem whatsoever. So that's my plan. And I sure want to get my high banker out and go do some high banking. Who's got a bunch of money I can high bank? All right. So that's my plan. But I've got to clean things out in here because I got to wheel that big battery in through here. And it won't take much to move everything around. And the only place I'll have any trouble is in between the waste oil burner and the shelving on that side. But other than that, it should be pretty easy. And then I'm going to have to set up some type of a winch coming off of the ceiling joists up there, or the roof rafters, combination roof rafter ceiling joists. And then I can use my come-along to raise the battery up onto the shelf where I need it without worrying about her knee. You know, her knee? Yeah. Her knee. That's my plan, and I think it'll work. Yeah, I was actually going to originally clean off that shelf right there, that countertop, and put everything on top of there against that wall. But I need to clean that off anyway, just so that I could properly store things that need to be stored in here. And then I got a bunch of junk up here on the shelves, empty boxes like that apple box that can get chopped up and used as compost or burnt in the fire to keep things warm. Stuff I don't need. I got to start cleaning things up and get a little bit more organized in here and have more space to move around and do some work. And I'll sell things off. I'll have an auction, or maybe I'll have Sherry, the secretary, do it on her auction channel, and then I'll ship from here. All right, that's about what I have to say for today. Hi, Flash. How you doing, buddy? You're getting some long legs there, you know. Oh, time to call it a day, go inside and make myself some supper. I did go to town today and picked up some dog food. And what else did I do? Oh, I picked up drinking water. The drinking water thing. This is the last load that I'll probably be going on a regular basis for, because that drinking water now is going to be a backup security thing, and I don't need it. I don't need to have a 5-gallon bottle sitting on my kitchen counter anymore to get drinking water out of, because I do have a good filtration system, and I do have a clean water tank, and I do have clean water. It's a regular city water that comes from a city water source. What are we talking about sauce? I'm getting hungry. But it comes from a city water source, and it's nice, clean, crystal clear water. So running through 3 filters before it gets to my kitchen sink area, it should be pretty clean when I'm ready to use it. And that'll save me another expense, because I usually go in the hot summer probably once every 10 days. But as things cool down a little bit, that lightened up, and might go once every 20 days. But now I can save that money. And I just, on today's batch that I picked up, I used my, they have a punch card, and when you buy so many, I think it's when you buy 10 5-gallon bottles of it, you get one for free. So I just got the one for free today, and I got like 1 or 2 stamps on the card. I probably won't be using that for a while, so I can save some money. That's the idea. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up down there. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Share this with your friends. Share this with people you chat with. Say, hey, check this guy's place out. Anything you want to know, if it's within my knowledge and reason, I'll be glad to help you out. And I don't just say, guys, just buckle up and fix it, man. No, I'll give you some good advice. How many times do I have to tell you, no scratching? Oh, my dog. She scratches right at my knee and tears my leg up until I'm bleeding. Knock it off. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me. This is G Bear signing off.